We all know that Kim Soo Hyun is facing a lot of hate since after the late actress Kim Se Ron's passing, as he's allegedly the reason why Se Ron ended her life. And even before he could convince people with his acting that he's innocent in the case, another late actress's family has come up in front of the media, alleging that Kim Se Ron isn't the only victim of devil Kim Soo Hyun. Sulli, an idol and actress, also was his victim, who took a life in 2019 after coming in contact with Kim Soo Hyun. And today, I'm gonna discuss in detail how Kim Soo Hyun and his stepbrother Lee Robe killed the 25-year-old Sulli. Sulli worked with Kim Soo Hyun in his 2017 film Real, which was one of the most controversial projects of the South Korean cinema. This movie was heavily criticized for its confusing plot and poor direction. And I have watched this movie after the whole controversy, and it's just trash. Because in the movie, there are mainly two things. One is that Kim Soo Hyun, he's been idolized as like he's invincible, he's top of the world. The director has tried very hard to make Kim Soo Hyun look a cool and a badass guy, but has failed miserably. And let me tell you this, that the movie's director is Lee Robe, who is the stepbrother of this Kim Soo Hyun, and he's also currently the CEO of the gold medalist company, which is Kim Soo Hyun's company. And the second thing this movie is about explicit scenes. I mean, in this movie there are a lot of explicit scenes, and these scenes are like they are not even needed in the movie. So when the news first broke out that Sulli was cast in Real, the backlash she got was immediate, because many questioned like why she was given such a major role in such a big movie, and that too opposite to Kim Soo Hyun. Even before the movie's release, she faced a lot of criticism, and people doubted her acting skills, accusing her of undeserving of the opportunity. The situation worsened when reports emerged that she would be filming an explicit scene in her first ever movie. Instead of discussing her performance, the media and public fixated on this aspect only, using it to shame and attack her. Meanwhile, Kim Soo Hyun, who was not only the lead actor in the movie but also the producer of the film, he remained totally silent, and the backlash Sulli got was immense. And Kim Soo Hyun and his production house, they did nothing to stop the hate Sulli was getting, but they used it as an opportunity to attract more and more audience towards their movie. Because when they realized that people are talking about Sulli's explicit scenes in the movie, they decided to leak those scenes even before the movie's release. And at the time when this movie's promotions were going on, whenever people used to search the word real instead of the movie's trailer or some other scenes, Sulli's explicit scenes used to appear at the very first page, and it is beyond disgusting. Rather than focusing on the story's performance, the film's promotion heavily leaned on this controversy, amplifying the negative attention Sulli was already receiving. Sulli had put a lot of effort into preparing her role. She even used to visit hospitals to study therapists, but her dedication was totally ignored. And at one of the press conference that was held for the promotion of this movie, Sulli could be seen like she got stumbled upon some words, and Kim Soo Hyun, in front of all the people, scolded her, telling her to speak normally. And by the time this movie got released, critics and audiences both disliked this movie, and this movie received a lot of hate. And not just this movie, but Sulli as well. Instead, this hate should have been diverted to whole of the star cast who took part in the movie. But Kim Soo Hyun, who was heavily involved in this project, he just distanced himself from the failure, and he got enlisted in the military shortly after, while Sulli has to face a lot of things all alone. Sulli's brother has recently spoke out to the media, and he has told that how Real deeply affected his sister and how it eventually led to her taking her life. He also suggested that Kim Soo Hyun and the film's director, who is his stepbrother, they intentionally fueled the controversy using Sulli as a scapegoat. And a few days back, when this Kim Soo Hyun and Kim Se Ron's whole of the controversy was going on, Sulli's brother had posted a cryptic social media post where he hinted at Kim Soo Hyun that how he was the reason for his sister's death. Following this movie, Sulli reportedly vowed that she would never ever act in movies again because of the toll it took on her. And it was also later on found out that before her passing, she was also suffering from panic disorder and social anxiety. And that too was also due to the hate she received due to this movie. And eventually, on 13th of October 2019, she took her own life at the age of 25. The hate she received, the things she had to go through at that time, we can't even imagine that. The only thing I can say to both these pure souls, Kim Se Ron and Sulli, is rest in peace. And to that bitch Kim Soo Hyun, I'll only say one thing. Kimchi, I have a lot to say, but I can't. You are going to fall from your high position, so you better hold on tight.